Mayenge. I'm one of your 2023 program coordinators for the CFC, and I have with me today Nate Huntley. Nate, how are you doing?
I'm good, Newton. How are you?
Doing well, doing well. So I'm hearing you're a part of the CFC coming up in 2023. And how did you originally hear about the CFC?
So I originally heard about CFC basically right after I moved to LA. So it was September of 2022. And my friends Sarah Spadaccini and Sean Liang had just submitted their film Blessed, and they learned that they were screening. So they're like, "Hey, do you want to come and just like check it out?" And I was like, "Sure, I've got nothing to do. I've got no friends here, so I might as well come."
Yeah.
And then I watched it and I was like, "Oh, this is very cool. This is something I want to be a part of." So then I just had to anxiously look at my calendar, waiting for last May to come. And yeah, so that's how I heard about it. I was like, I just need to be involved with this thing.
Oh, that's wonderful. Now, what do you feel the benefits were as you were witnessing what was going on with the CFC, and how did you want to get involved?
I mean, it's gonna sound cheesy, but like just the people that you meet, the collaboration aspect of it,
Yes.
I felt like a true filmmaker, because I've been making short things on my own, just like with iPhones or whatnot. But the fact that there were people who were very skilled in other things that I was not, that were able to help us out. So like we had a composer, our friend Joel, who's now a friend of mine. Nathaniel Krause did our coloring. I was telling my friends, I was like, yeah, I have a composer, I have a colorist, and they were like, "Who are you?" I was like, "I don't know." But it was cool. Like that was the cool aspect of it, was being able to make a film and feel like a professional and not just like some YouTuber.
And that's one of the beauties of the CFC. You're able to get together with various people in various capacities of the industry, and what you just said, collaborate. And now you're creating a database, if you will, of people who you can work with and ultimately build friendships with.
Absolutely. Yeah. I would say it even started before the kickoff party. And I'd say it started with the Facebook group. And just like I got added to this Facebook group, and there were people just post like who they are, what they do. So you go
Mhm.
through that, you like learn kind of what's out there, what people are trying to do. And also there's a CFC database of actors. So you kind of go through that and you add yourself to it. And you just start to think of like, okay, this is what's out there. This is what, because I was trying to make a film myself. And even
Mhm.
though I didn't know what I was going to make, I just knew that I was going to need help. So I was like trying to see what was out there. And I like kind of, I reached out to a few people beforehand, so then I could be like, "Hey, are you going to the kickoff party? Let's meet there." Because I'm a very shy person, so just like walking up to someone and being like, "Hey, how's it going?" I felt weird to do that, so I like kind of you know eased into it by saying like, "Hey, I'm gonna be there." Like the online dating version of it. And then the kickoff party, yeah, there were a bunch of people there,
Mhm.
that it was super cool to meet, and like just going around learning what people do, what they're trying to do. And then once the quote is released, you're like, "Oh, okay, game on. I got to start actually thinking about what I'm going to be doing this year." um, and then you basically just take those connections. Once you write your script, you're like, "Okay, what help can I need, and based off the people that I met, how can we all accomplish this together?" So that was kind of my process of figuring out what I had. And because I knew I was going to work with my friends Sarah and Sean, but I knew that I needed a DP. I knew I needed a composer,
Mhm.
colorist, all these things.
So, did you come in as a collaborator or a filmmaker?
I came in as a filmmaker, because I've made films before, but not of this scale. So my goal was to see how good of a film I could make with people who knew what they were doing in their specific fields and different things.
And did you ever screen any movies? That's another key one too.
Oh yes, yeah, my film did screen last year. It was very cool. I was sitting on this couch, and I was like refreshing the page constantly, seeing if it was updated. And then when it did, I was like jumped out of the couch and ran around the apartment. So I did a film called A Wonderful Life, um,
Okay.
and it was lucky enough to screen. And the people who voted were kind enough to give me best writing, which was very cool. Uh,
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was really, really stoked about it. It was, yeah, it was crazy. So I would say last words, I would say just going with an open mind of, working with people and seeing what you can create. Cause also one of the best parts is getting to help other people with their projects. Cause it also inspires your own. So,
Absolutely.
going in and showing up on set, not knowing anything about the project. And that's also just another great place to meet people. And I'd say just show up and be ready to work and be your best self, because those people are the people that you can also work with after CFC. Because since,
Yes.
since CFC, it's been, almost a year. I've still been working with a bunch of the people that I met there. Like I've cast a few in different sketches, and I've
Mhm.
like asked a few to do readings. So it's like this is the diving board,
Thank you so much for your time, Nate. And everyone, make sure you check in with the CFC. We'll be having updates on our kickoff parties and everything will be starting. And we'll see you soon.